Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. Thank you to my beautiful returning subscribers. I know I always start my readings that way, but I just want to show my appreciation to you. Thank you guys so much for your beautiful comments. Thank you to everyone who has reached out on Etsy for a personal reading. If you have found yourself here for the very first time, I would like to welcome you as well to our beautiful soul family. Please join us by subscribing to the channel. And I do offer my subscribers a chance to win a free reading with me, and all you have to do is drop a comment below any of my readings this month for your chance to win. Be sure to hit your notification bell, your like button, your share button. It helps me to bring you more content, but it also helps me to notify you if you're chosen the winner. If you have found yourself here for the very first time, get cozy, pull up a chair. We're going to have a little chat. We're all friends when we gather around my table, and I do pick a card readings on this channel. So today's topic is all about the person that's in love with you. So somebody is in love with you, and this is the person that's in love with you right now. Maybe you're in a relationship and you're not sure how this person is feeling. Maybe there's somebody that you have your eye on. You're not sure how they feel about you, but somebody is in love with you, and Spirit's going to tap into who that person is. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the Lover's card and the Carnelian Palm. We have pile number 2 with the 2 of Cups, and we have the blue Aragonite. And we have number 3 for pile number 3 with the Emperor and the Hematite. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages waiting. And I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Again, today we're asking Spirit the question, who is in love with you at this moment in time? Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You are drawn to the red carnelian palm, which is one of my favorite palm stones here, and you were drawn to the Lovers as well, and this is your reading. This person that we're going to talk about is in love with you. They're holding feelings for you in this moment, but maybe they haven't expressed it, because you can see the Divine Masculine is looking up at the key, wanting to perhaps unlock his feelings, and the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, so perhaps you're a Gemini or this person could be a Gemini, but it's a card of deep connection, and it's also a card of relationships. So you may be in a relationship with this person, or maybe there are relationships that maybe you're in some type of relationship, but maybe we haven't really broken through about what type of relationship this will be. There's just secrets perhaps that are being held back, and decisions to be made from this person to reveal themselves to you. So let's take a look and see who is in love with pile number 1. This person is in love with you, pile number 1, and let's see who this person is. We have the 9 of Wands. This is somebody who has been holding back from you and who has had certain feelings for you for a long time. And again, you may be in a relationship with them already with the Lover's energy, but they're holding back their true emotion. They're holding back their true feelings for you regardless of the dynamic that you're in. We have the Chariot, Cancer energy. And I keep hearing that song by Leon Bridges where he says, I'm trying to break through. I'm tired of being in the back. You have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. Back of the deck is the 10 of Swords. You know, for the majority of the collective here that I'm reading for, I don't feel like this person is in a relationship with you right now, but I feel like they have very deep feelings for you. And I feel like they want to be in a relationship with you. In fact, I feel like that's almost their kind of golden wish in relation to you and what they feel like is possible or probable in your connection. Because this person has their heart set upon you, but they're also really hesitating to take the real kind of action they need to say what they want to say and do what they want to do with you. They're crushing on you really, really hard. But they're taking a very passive approach at the same time. I feel like this person has felt a very strong emotion towards you for a really long time as well, maybe years. And it could be related to the work realm for someone watching as well. The energy surrounding the Lovers with the 10 of Swords, this is like emotional responses to pain. This is somebody who wants so badly to perhaps be with you, but for some reason they feel like they cannot. And because I'm dealing with the collective energy, their reasons as why they cannot come forward are going to be varied. But you'll notice here that with the 5 of Pentacles, there is somebody who is dragging behind. There's this person that's dressed like a little devil as well. So there could be attachment energy here with this person. So take that as it resonates to your situation. Sometimes the Lovers can denote a choice between parties. And the Chariot can also speak about being pulled in a lot of different directions. But I almost feel like there's and I'm getting a very specific message about a travel agency or something related to work, but it's something related to travel. So again, a transport company, a travel agency, something related to travel, and that could be the work realm, but that's very specific for someone watching. This person is afraid to reveal their truth about their true depth of feelings for you. We have the Hermit reversed with the Sun reversed. And they are creating delays in that clarity as well. I will say that they say that you're a distraction to them in your environment. This person that is in love with you. And they're afraid to reveal themselves, to take their masks off. So this is somebody who acts very indifferent perhaps around you as well. And it's like they're used to wanting you. It's like this is a habitual energy. They're used to wanting you. And this person is very, very curious about this connection as well. Now, the title of this reading is, who is in love with you at this moment, but it's not just emotion that this person's really focused on when it comes to you. They really want to fuel some curiosity as well. I don't feel like you are currently in a relationship with this person. I feel like they've been working to fuel the fire, the attraction, the desire in their heart towards you for a long time as well, though. And they're a little bit afraid to reveal themselves. There's the King of Cups with the Lovers. Now, I sometimes get a very strong fatherhood energy surrounding this person. So this person could be a father figure of some kind. And again, wearing very heavy masks in their environment and in relation to you. For someone watching, this person could be in a relationship. So please take that as it resonates. That's not an overarching message. But they have a lot to say that they want to say, but they're afraid to say it. They're afraid to take action. But I almost feel like they have this intention, like they really want to take action as well. Here's the Four of Wands and there's the King of Pentacles. And the reason why they get so devastated by the delay or the distractions is because they see so much potential. They almost feel like you're like twin flame energy. You could be have a similar dynamic as this person or be on parallel journeys in some way. There could be something very similar about you. So maybe even similar signs. You could both be Geminis perhaps as well. But here's the King of Pentacles. And there's the Justice. Again, very strong work element with this person who feels so strongly towards you, pile one. But they're keeping themselves limited, or they're keeping themselves in a position of authority or in a position of safety as opposed to taking action the way that they want to with you. This person is in love with you, pile number one. Who is in love with pile number one at this time? We have here Candle, you will be shown a way. And they do consider this sort of a spiritual connection in some way. There's lots of attraction, though, that has spurred that or that has instigated the spiritual connection that they feel with you. So this person may have found you more attractive at first or really attractive at first. And that's what spurred this idea that maybe you're twin flame energies. And we have Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end. So lots of longevity with this person. So you've known this person for a long time, or they've been aware of you for a really long time. But I feel like there's a connection here. Like there would be communication between the two of you, or there would be connection because they have such a strong emotional opinion of you too. Time to go out and have fun, but feeling tied down and frustrated. So wishing that they could take action towards you, but they can't because of environment or because of insecurity and fear of what that unknown will hold. They do fantasize about taking you out, and you may have gone out in groups of people with this person in some type of friendship capacity as well. Who is in love with pile number one, please? We have the Crocodile, somebody who is lying in plain sight, or it's like they're, when a crocodile sneaks up and you can barely see them, they look like a log. So it's like somebody who feels something for you, but they're retreating a little bit in the background, but hiding it in plain sight. I also heard a message about corny dad jokes or something along those lines. Again, I get a fatherhood figure energy from this person. We have here the owl. I think about the Queen of Swords with the owl. I think about wisdom, and I think about discernible energy. I think about air energy as well. So Gemini. And then we have shark, somebody who's afraid of taking the risk with you. So this person has a very strong, almost crush-like energy, I don't want to use the word like obsession, but they are very transfixed upon you in so much a way that they think that they're in love with you in this moment. But they're really afraid of taking action because they're afraid of financial loss, or they're afraid of maybe even their credibility taking some type of hit as well. Who is in love, please, with pile number 1? A flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to other people. Somebody who flirts with you regularly or who has flirted with you in the past. I think you would know who this person is, especially if it's in relation to your work realm. It says, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking will bring you romance. And that's the issue with the Sun reversed and the Hermit reversed, is we can't focus on positive aspects when we're in that configuration. We're just focused on what is holding us up. And that could be what's impeding progress, is this Ten of Swords mentality. Because the Lovers actually asks us to look at every aspect of what the obstacles are, what the connection is before we take action. And if we have this in our gaze as a possibility of destruction and despair, but also the Four of Wands, it can be very confusing and combative when it comes to making choices. We do have separation reversed. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It feels more like an emotional separation and not a physical separation. So I don't feel like this person, I feel like you see them perhaps on a regular basis as well. So I feel like there could be a work realm connection here. Who is secretly in love, please, with pile number 1? We have someone who could perhaps be in a karmic relationship. Lessons, letting go, and loving you. That could be what is impeding the progress that they want to see with you, is a karmic relationship. And addiction. It says codependency, a bit of an obsession with you. So this person's a little bit obsessed with you, but we have mirroring each other. So you may be a little bit obsessed with this person too. So the person that you perhaps are flirting with and are really inclined towards and feeling really strong emotions towards, this could be the person that's actually mirroring those energies towards you, pile 1. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 1. Any other information you can add to this message about who is in love with pile number 1 in the bowl? Oh, there we go. Ten of Swords, Hierophant, the Queen of Wands. So there's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius here. There's Taurus energy. And there's that Ten of Swords. Somebody, perhaps because of investments or environment or position, feels like it's impossible or hard or difficult to be able to access you or access a connection with you in some way. And so they perhaps keep you waiting, but there's a lot of attraction here. I feel like also there's something about you being a part of that attraction, being a part of that flirtation cycle, and getting a lot of ego boosts from this person in that environment. So that may help you to clarify who this person is. Oh, we do have here a line. It's like it's supposed to be a phone cord, so like a phone off of the hook. We do have the letter G and J and S coming out in your bowl today. We have the screwdriver. I do think about the work element, but I think about painfully screwing something in. We also have the divine feminine shoe in mourning, the flat energy. We also have acoustic guitar, so there's an aspect about communication between the two of you that doesn't speak sort of a clarifying truth, but perhaps you're communicating through a flirtation realm. We also have a marijuana leaf. That is what I have for you today, pile number 1. If it resonates with you, please drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to check your notifications as well if you have dropped comments in the past, because I'm waiting to hear back from one of my most recent winners. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below as well. But I hope that you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the blue aragonite or to the Two of Cups, and this is your reading. This person is in love with you. So Spirit's going to tell you who is in love with you in this moment, or who thinks that they're in love with you in the very least. And the Two of Cups here is really speaking about a deep connection, an emotional connection with someone, and someone who you really have made a strong impression on. It can also speak of relationships that are already formed. So you may be in a relationship at this time, and maybe you're curious about if they feel something very deep towards you, and maybe they don't share themselves with you, because you can see here that his mind is overflowing into her mind, and so maybe this person is a tough nut to crack. Maybe they just don't want to be vulnerable, or they feel really insecure about vulnerability with you. But let's take a look here and see who is in love with pile number 2. This is somebody who wants to be in a relationship with you if they aren't already. But those hearts are I'm just focused on those hearts, and they're encased behind the rib cage. So there's like a hesitation here to share their truth with you. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the King of Cups. Oh my goodness. If this person holds back, if you're in a relationship with this person and they're holding back so much. And it's all because of insecurity, about fear, about what's going to happen if they let themselves love you, if they let themselves be vulnerable in that way. Because look at how this person's protecting their heart space with that coin. And so perhaps using practical reasons why they're not sharing their truth with you, or perhaps there's attachments here that don't allow them progress, but overall, this represents the insecurity, the attachments to insecurity, and what they've built for themselves versus what they want to build with you. Who's in love with pile number 2, please? And they're creating a lot of frustrating delays. We have the Knight of Wands with the Two of Wands reversed. And this person could perhaps be a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but we also have really strong Sagittarius energy coming through here. Leo, Aries as well, possibly. And there's the Sun. And we have the Justice. I feel like you could be building a foundation with this person right now. And maybe you're unsure of where it's headed. Maybe you're unsure of how this person truly feels in the present moment. Because maybe right now the connection feels like it's focused on fire. But the truth is that if the connection at this moment that you're in is focused on fire, this person is deliberately keeping it in fire. And that doesn't mean that the emotion isn't welling up below the surface of things. Appearances are deceiving, Spirit says, because the frustrating delays that you're experiencing, maybe in relation to fire, and maybe you're in a connection that's just really fiery, and maybe you're wondering if that's all they care about. But the truth is that this is acting as a vessel towards more emotion, and they've already tapped into it. They may be suppressing it or hiding it from you this moment because they're afraid to tell you that they care. They're afraid of walking through that doorway, even though it will perhaps empower them and make them feel more secure in your relationship. They're just afraid to say it right now. They're feeling vulnerable about it. And I feel like they could have been hurt in the past. And that could be one of the reasons. Like maybe I said I love you way too soon in the past, and I'm just afraid to say it now because they're afraid of being hurt. And that's on their mind. You know, it's like they have one foot in one realm with you, and they are really giving it a green light. Like they want to be in this connection, but they also have that one foot in the past. They also have that one aspect of pain that they're carrying as baggage into this connection right this moment. And even here, it's like this person rising above, sitting, but they have this yellow apron on. And I always think about the solar plexus and about how our empowerment and how, you know, when someone says, I love you, it really empowers the divine feminine because it makes her feel more secure, but it makes the divine masculine sometimes feel a little bit more vulnerable to come out and say that. And so there's this feeling that even though they're not saying it, you have touched their heart, even if it's just based in fire in this moment, or you think it's based in fire in this moment. That's just them trying to hide the vulnerability or mask the vulnerability with some of those flames. That's all they're trying to do. Let's get... Who is in love with pile number 2, please? And the truth is, it's almost like they're cautiously optimistic about what to expect. They want to surrender to the positive aspects that are being given to them with this opportunity. But they're really afraid of like karmic energy, karmic wheels. And they're afraid of like getting sucked into obsession or getting sucked into like love. Like it's like they feel like love is some type of weakness or love is some type of deficit. I'm even looking here at the Six of Pentacles, and up in the tree, I think they're supposed to be apples, but they remind me of those little mushrooms with all the white, like the Mario mushrooms that are sort of psychedelic. It's like when we take those mushrooms, we lose all concepts of reality. It's like if we allow ourselves to fall into love, we lose the concept of reality. We don't have our feet solidly planted, and then we leave ourselves sort of vulnerable to pain. And they're really worried about that. Here is the Chariot, and look at this Chariot. It's a car that's driving through a storm, and there's this little white dove. It's on the windshield trying to charge through towards peace. And this could be a really positive direction for this person. This connection could be a really beautiful opportunity for both of you to move through painful cycles and to move into the future. We have the Judgment. Because the truth is that this person, again, I feel like you're in a relationship with this person. So if you're seeing somebody and they match this description, and I feel like they could even have like blue eyes, like they're just, I feel like they're a very emotional person. They could be a Scorpio, actually, because I'm just seeing, I don't know if they have big eyes or like really enigmatic eyes. There's just something about the eyes of the Scorpio that are very, they're like the windows to the soul. But sometimes Scorpios will just try, like they hold on to the past a little bit, or they hold on to pain a little bit. And the truth is that this person can see more in the future with you. It's almost like they're afraid to say it to themselves. They're afraid to be honest and say, like, I think that this could be something. And there's the Queen of Cups. And the truth is you've got a beautiful healing heart. You could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio too. We also have Libra here. And I feel like the two of you are so well matched. It's like you guys are the perfect match. And I feel like you're already invested too. Like if this person's in love, you're in love as well. Like it's a sealed deal for you. The Queen likes to, she likes to put a lid on that love. She likes to give her love in every capacity. We have the Seven of Swords. You're like a love bug. And the truth is that in this moment, I feel like you even know that this person loves you. I feel like you can feel it. And even this person, they're not being honest with themselves or with you in this moment too, but that's just because they're afraid of being vulnerable. But honestly, being vulnerable in this aspect is just going to make them feel more empowered. There's the Two of Cups, and we have the Hermit. I will say this, if you're in a relationship with someone and they haven't said those words yet, they have intentions to. They're just taking baby steps. And you can see here with the Hermit, there's a bridge. There's a bridge that's bridging the past to the future. And you're that bridge. Your heart space is that beautiful bridge. You're acting as a beautiful healing focal point for this person in this moment. And there's the King of Pentacles. And that's what I love, is that they were once perhaps yoked, because I see this bull energy is like a yoke energy. They were held back by this Four of Pentacles, but because of the progression in this connection, they have the capability to feel secure, to take action. All of these strawberries, symbols of healing, symbols of star energy for me. Don't ask me why, it just is star energy for me. So healing aspects and feeling secure in their position. And there you guys are again with the Sun. They want you to surrender to what's going to be revealed to you here. And they hope that this person will surrender to the beautiful opportunity that is presented towards the two of you, because this is like a perfect match. Like the two of you are like perfectly matched. And it's like it's almost like they can taste it. They can, it's palpable that the change is here, that potential is here, that future outcomes, and you could be a part of their future. That's what they keep thinking. You could be a part of that big future. And that scares the daylights out of them, but also I feel like encourages them to release that past. Encourages them to move into an abundant timeline. And the truth is that I feel like this connection could be going somewhere. We have Virgo energy as well. And we had a lot of earth energy, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It's more so important, though, what it's representing, all of that aspect of the King and Queen of Pentacles, is that you may expect security in relationship in the future. It says, Mountain Road, you are on the road to success with this person. Now, for someone watching, and this is not for everyone, this is very specific, this may have began in the work realm, this relationship. But that's less important than where it's headed. We have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, and there will be proclamations. There will be the admission of love coming in the future for you, pile 2. We have here triumph over troubles and obstacles. And you're that healing aspect. You're like the eagle energy. The Queen of Cups, her heart space. We have September, Virgo energy coming in. And there could be significant changes in your connection over the summer as well, because they were showing me those strawberries, and I think of summertime as well. So over the summer, leading into September, you may find that there could be some shifts and changes, some more vulnerability opening up in your connection. We have a journey, either physical or mental, and there's going to be movement here. And that's what's beautiful, is that this journey is both physical and mental, because I see this connection progressing and moving forward, but I also see an emotional change coming in, a feeling of more security, a feeling of more vulnerability. We have Seahorse, family matters as well on the back of the deck. And we have Tulip, great passion. Now this tulip on the back of the deck may be indicative of what you're experiencing right now. And sometimes, especially as the Divine Feminine, we look at moments of passion or moments of physical union. We worry that it's not going to transcend into emotional connection. But in this case, Spirit says this could be the perfect traveler, or the perfect vessel of change to ride right into the future. Who is in love with you? Pile number 2. We have the black egg. Now the egg is all about potential, and the black egg sometimes speaks about coming to the end of our potential. It's like waiting too long, hesitating too long, and then we reach an expiry date. It's also speaking to perhaps, again, painful lessons that this person or you have experienced in the past of your love cycles, where you were left really limited, left feeling like a beggar in a situation, and nobody wants to be put in that situation anymore or again. And so there's this natural hesitation that we experience when we're moving into unknowns. We also have the owl coming out. I think that came out in pile number 1 as well. And the shark came out in pile 1 too. Danger. And I always think about money matters within the shark. But somebody who's very self-preserving right now. I think of the 5 of Swords as well. And being very cautious about what they're observing. Being very cautious about taking the action, because they don't want to get hurt, if I'm honest. They just don't want to get hurt. And if they have to prioritize their own safety by holding back some of that truth about their true emotion towards you, they'll do that for the time being. But I also feel like there's going to be changes coming in for you. I feel like this person's going to tell you how they feel in the future. Again, perhaps just past summertime, there's going to be shifts and changes. We have romantic feelings. These feelings are real and they are worth exploring. And that can be sometimes what this person grapples with, is the back and forth, the ego pull versus their higher self that's trying to tell them to move forward. We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And I feel like that's faith for both of you, faith for this person, but also for the Divine Feminine, because maybe, again, they're a tough nut to crack, but we're in a new foundation. And the longer and the more patience we show in that new foundation, the more abundance it's going to be able to hold on top of it. Back of the deck says children. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, I will say this, sometimes the King and Queen of Cups, I see them as the mom and dad of the deck. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. What more can you tell me, please, about pile number 2's person who is in love with them at this time? Whoops, we have the 4 of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and the 8 of Swords. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed here, which means that you feel stuck. It doesn't necessarily mean that things are in stagnation. It's just a feeling that we're having, because the 8 of Swords is here as well. So our perspective isn't 100% accurate in this moment. What we're perceiving about this person's feelings may just be directly relational to how we feel about ourselves, our insecurity, our fear of what's coming in the unknown as well. But I can see there's so much potential in this connection. Oh, we have the music note falling out. So this person could be very musical or play a musical instrument. We have the X. We have a gift. Now, there is a feeling of being at a crossroads in this connection, but also somebody who may be hung up on pain from the past. We have Leo energy. directly related to the divine masculine. We have Pisces for the divine feminine. We have here a clear blank card for accountability. We have a stethoscope, so a blocked heart chakra. We have the bow, so they think so highly of you in this moment. They have a really, really high opinion of you, and they are falling in love with you. It's like they can't admit it to themselves in this moment, because there's that little squirrel, the fear of change. But when a squirrel plants an acorn, it can grow a wondrous forest. So there's lots of potential in this connection, pal, too. All right, that's what I have for you. I hope that it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do, so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading. But I hope that you come and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the Hematite, or to the Emperor, and this is your reading. This person is in love with you. Who is this person? The Emperor energy. I really think about authority at times with the Emperor, and you can see the red bow around his neck. And so this person does think very, very highly of you. They're afraid of loss when it comes to you as well, but they're very defensive at the same time. I feel a lot of Aries energy, a lot of Taurus energy as well. So let's take a look here at this person, and who is in love with pile number 3, please. Who is in love with pile number 3? I see marijuana leaves in behind him. So that could be relational to you. That could be a little tidbit of information that could help you to and I just heard brown eyes. So you could have brown eyes. Maybe this person has brown eyes. We have the 9 of Cups. Who is in love, please, with pile 3? This person is in love with pile number 3. We have the 9 of Swords. My goodness. Very combative energy. This 9 of Cups is somebody who wants you so badly, has their focus on you, is wishing for you, is crushing on you. But there's this bird inside the mouth of the cat, and the bird wants to take flight, wants to take action, but the strength won't let it. The cat won't let it. Because here's the overthinking, the worry, the fear. You make this person really kind of overthink and nervous. The connection that they feel to you makes them feel nervous, and they overthink about it. And they do not talk about how they feel. So this person really holds a lot of feelings towards you, but they're not expressive about it at all. Yeah, they're holding back. And we have the Chariot here, back of the deck. I feel like this person like literally prays about you. They could be a very traditional person. We have the 8 of Cups here, and we have the Hanged Man. Now, I do get a very strong father type figure energy surrounding this person. So they could be a parent. So please take that as it resonates. They don't have to be, of course, but I'm just getting a very authoritative. Just it's like they're at the helm of something. They could be at the helm of a business, the helm of a family. They could be a part of a foundation that you're a part of. So a work realm connection. They could be almost like an extended, like, I almost got the feeling of like an in-law. So please take that as it resonates. We have the 8 of Cups. And the truth is that I feel like this person who's it's like they think that they're in love with you. They've convinced themselves with all of this overthinking in relation to you. Their attachment to you has made them feel like they are completely in love with you. But I also feel like they have to walk away from something in order to gain with you in this connection in some way. It's like they have to walk away from an environment or walk away from an attitude, in the very least, in order to create more change. This person thinks about you a lot, but they feel like their hands are tied when it comes to creating change. They may feel like they are stuck in another foundation, for instance, or stuck in the environment of which they know you in their position. Because it's like you distract them in their work environment. So whether you work with them or whether you're just the distraction, you distract them in their work environment. And they have to sometimes force thoughts of you out of their mind so that they can get their work done. Because I feel like it's almost consistent thoughts towards you. And with this 10 of Wands, she looks like a little devil. She's got little devil horns there. So there's this emphasis on attachment, codependency, being pulled in different directions. And that could be relational to your position. Because I feel like there could be two very paralleled energies here between your positions. But they don't feel like they can say how they feel. They don't feel like they can point those wands in any direction than other than just suppressing it, holding it with them, carrying it with them on their journey. Seven of Wands. And the Five of Swords. And the truth is that it's not that it's impossible for them to create change and have a relationship with you and move into a very abundant timeline and be open and honest. It's that they find it challenging, and there may be obstacles that they feel like are insurmountable, but they aren't. But it might challenge their position or might challenge how people view them, and they're conflicted by that. They know which direction they want to go with you. They just don't know how to get there without hurting somebody, whether that be you, other people, themselves. They just don't know how to accomplish that. So they hold back. Here's the Two of Swords, and there's the Eight of Cups. They aren't satisfied with the nature of your connection now. So I don't feel like the two of you are in a relationship at this time. And I feel like there's a lot of heavy attachments, not just between the two of you, so very mutual energy, but also between yourself and other people, maybe them and other people as well, because they can't seem to decide what to do. They can't seem to make a decision when it comes to you, because again, their heart space already knows what they want, but it's the strength that has to push them to apply what has to be done, the necessary steps, and that's where they're falling short. Capricorn energy, very strong here. We also have Cancer energy as well, very strong coming through. We have the Well, family wishes come true. And there's like this wishing well energy. It's like throwing it down into the well, making wishes when it comes to you, here with the Nine of Cups energy. But it's like their wishes when it comes to family combats their wishes when it comes to you. And so there's this feeling about having to suppress their feelings and having to maintain the wish. We have Pin, new job or career. So there could be a relation to the work realm here. And wanting to put a pin in new opportunities with you. It's like wanting to preserve them, wanting to keep them safe, not wanting to, again, they have no intention of necessarily releasing. I don't see the Ten of Swords. I don't see the death cycle, the attachment. They don't know how to break it to you. But they also perhaps, again, have attachments to fear or insecurity or people, places, things, anything that holds them back. They have attachments there as well. So a wish is only a wish until we start to turn that crank and bring our wishes to the surface. Until they start to apply the force. We have here great personal sorrow, though, teardrops. And I sometimes relate that to the Three of Swords. So there could be third party here, but also, again, deep disappointment in the current state between the two of you. So even if this isn't perhaps separation, but I'm not even feeling that. I don't even feel like it's necessarily in separation, just an emotional separation. We have Angel, protection from harm, and Carrot, opportunity or windfall. And I do think about something that's dangled in front of us, perhaps in relation to the work realm, and it's a temptation as well. It says here, beware of self-delusion, the dragon. And I always equate the dragon to the emperor. There's an aspect of the ego. There's an aspect of having to fight the ego to achieve that position as the emperor. And so it's like they're struggling in this moment in relation to you and how they feel. Because just because they act unbothered around you or in regards to you doesn't mean that that emotion, that deep, deep well of emotion isn't there available to you or in relation to you. They don't show it, but they are wearing masks. We have involvement with the law. And again, that's really in relation to their commitments or to the collective expectation over them in this moment. There could also be within the dynamics of the work realm, like law offices are relational to law, but that doesn't have to resonate with you. It says here, Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. And it does feel like they were caught off guard. I don't think they intended to fall for you. I don't think they intended to have these feelings because they were very caught off guard by them. Who is in love, please, with pile number 3? It almost feels like a boss energy, to be honest with you. We have here the Fox, somebody very intelligent. I think of Libra. And I think, you know, there's often that aspect of sneaky as a fox, but I think this person's just really, really intelligent. But again, thoughts of you live up in their mind. They don't share them with other people. It's like they have to be cunning, or they have to be smart. We have deer and we have lizard coming out reversed. And the lizard, again, I think about the dragon energy, and I think about somebody who maybe has a cool exterior, but there's a soft spot when it comes to you. And that is their soft spot, their emotional energy surrounding you. The deer, I often think about taking flight, handling things with grace, a deer in the headlights as well, and being very observant, watching you in the background, so watching you in plain sight. And the panther, you know, there's an unlikely ally in this person. It's like they are an unlikely ally towards you in the work environment. Who is in love, please? I also feel like despite everything, this person could be a little bit shy. It's like a quiet type, the strong silence type, I heard. We have here, pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And I do feel like there's a lot of red flags when it comes to obstacles between you and this person. If you're keep an open mind, your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. And this may not be the type of person that maybe you considered in the past. And despite the red flags, it's like they refuse to give up that focus upon you. Maybe they can't. Maybe they don't know how to. You have here, let go of control issues and allow this situation to unfold naturally. And calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you closer together. Now, what's interesting here is that the King of Cups is here, the Emperor is here. They haven't brought forward the Queen. They haven't brought forward the Empress at this time. But this person, even though maybe you would not be able to guess it from their countenance or from how they handle themselves, they could be a very spiritual person, a very emotional person under the surface of it all. And they've considered the prospect or the possibility that there could be some sort of deeper connection here. And some of that could be wishful thinking, but they feel a really strong sense of deep connection with you. And it's interesting because this King of Cups came up in the exact same position as pile number 2. So there may be a message waiting for you there as well. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. Who is, whoops, I'll put those back for now. It's too many. Who is in love with pile number 3? This person is deeply in love with pile 3. We have the 5 of Swords. This person doesn't feel like it's fair that they feel this way for you and they can't have you. Or their circumstances that you came in at a time when they weren't free to move forward towards you. It's like they just want a shot. They just want a fair fight. They just want peace from some of how they feel or some of the ways that they feel in relation to you. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Again, there could be a work connection here. It doesn't have to be. There is a position difference, though, if it is a work connection. So they could be a boss. Maybe you're a little bit under them in this moment because they're worried about karmic wheels. They could also be a part of a karmic relationship, and that's why they hold back. We have we have the Degas ruin, and I think about the sun. We have here the elephant. I think of endurance. I do think about India as well, and I think about good luck. We have the divine masculine energy surrounding the divine empress energy as well. But there's also this aspect of sadness. Me versus me. I love you, infinity. And we have the shamanic feather. Give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world, Marilyn Monroe. I almost get a sense of like there was the law aspect, so a law firm or some type of law environment, but there's also a medical environment that I'm picking up on at this time too. So please take that as it resonates. Okay, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. And I would love for you to come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day.